Hello! Today I'm going to be varnishing this beautiful painting I did about 3 weeks ago. Some people say you can wait a week and do it, but if you have a bunch of paint on here, you want to make sure that it is completely dry. So I did wait 3 weeks. I am keeping this painting, so it's time to varnish it so I can get it up on the wall. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you, because people have asked, how do you prep your canvases? Well, I bought this canvas at Michael's. It already came with gesso on it, so I didn't have to do anything to it. Nothing to it. I did prep the back. I put masking tape on and I put my little push pins in. And then when you go to pour, you put a level on it. Make sure it's level. If your push pins aren't level, then you can adjust those or put a little popsicle stick under it or whatever. So today I am going to show you a super quick and easy way to varnish using, we're going to be using Liquitex High Gloss Varnish. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this diaper wipe and I am going to clean my canvas. And I'm just going to go over it with my diaper wipe to get any dirt that has settled on here over the past 3 weeks. I'm going to do this a couple times just to make sure it's good and clean. A little paint comes up, that's no big deal, don't freak out. It'll be okay. Alright, now you don't have to wait for that to dry or anything. Just check it over and make sure there's no big fuzzy globs on here or anything. I don't see anything, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I varnish. I take a piece of t-shirt. This one's already been used. I have been keeping it in a baggie to keep it moist. If it would have dried out at all, I would be throwing it away and getting a new piece. Okay, this is Liquitex High Gloss Varnish, Professional High Gloss Varnish. The new bottles, I believe, the label has been changed and it'll say Liquitex Professional Medium High Gloss Varnish. I'm hoping it's the same thing. I haven't tried the new one yet, so we'll see. But this is 50-50. It's mixed with water. So it's half varnish, half water. And I'm going to just dribble it on my canvas, just like that. I'm going to take my t-shirt and I'm going to rub it around. Up and down, up and down. This is probably too much varnish for this little guy. Make sure you get your edges. And since my t-shirt was already wet, it's probably way too much varnish. Alright, so that's it. Now, you should probably wait for this to dry about 15 minutes. Since you're putting on a really light coat, it may dry faster than that. But you just wait 15 minutes. If you have enough on your rag, you probably might not need to put a whole lot more on here, but you could put more on here. If you have a new rag, you will have to put more on. If you have a bunch of canvases to do, if you do your first one, by the time you get done with all your other ones, this one may be dry and ready for its second coat. I don't have any other canvases right now. I kind of quit doing canvases until I figured out a way to get them varnished and sealed. This way I'm very happy with the results with this. It's very easy. I did try a resin on a piece. I did not like how it came out. It was a big piece, so it was sagging in the middle. The resin all pooled in the middle. I didn't prep it correctly. I didn't put the cardboard behind it like you need to keep the resin from sinking to the middle. So it had pulled away from the edge, and there was a fingerprint that I missed on it. It pulled away from that fingerprint. I will try again someday, but right now I'm very happy with how this has turned out, and so I'm just gonna keep doing this process until someone requests resin, and then I'll give it another go. But this is almost dry already, dry enough for me to put another coat on. You just want to be careful that if you don't let it dry and you go ahead and you apply another coat, the first coat could gum up on you. So you want to make sure your first coat is dry before you go ahead and put the second coat on. I've heard people say they just do 5 coats. I have done as many as 7 coats. I'm not sure there's a lot of difference, but there is a little difference. It is a little bit more shiny. So I will probably stay with my 7 coats. This isn't quite dry yet. But I'm gonna pause the camera and I will come back and show you my second coat. All right, I'm back for the second coat. I forgot to tell you, wear gloves when you varnish. This varnish gets on your hands and it is not easy to get off. So make sure you wear gloves. It's probably been about 5, maybe 10 minutes, not quite. I mean, the coats you put on are very light, so they're gonna dry really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply just a little bit of varnish. I'm not gonna need very much. And I'm gonna go the opposite direction this time. I haven't noticed a difference when I go one way or the other. Make sure you get your sides again. And that is it. You know, you let it dry and put a few more coats on. And that's it. It's already starting to get a shine to it. So it's super easy, inexpensive, and you will get a very nice gloss on this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pause you guys again. I'm gonna finish putting all the coats on and we'll come back and I'll show you. There might not be much difference. I don't know if you can see the shine now, because there is a shine to it now. But I will come back once I have all my coats on there. I will come back and you can take a look at it. All right, we're back. It's been about an hour. I put 7 coats on this. I don't know if you can see the reflection or not. I'll bring you down. I wanted to tell you one more thing. This is pretty much dry to the touch, but I will probably let it sit overnight. It's going on my wall, so I have other things to do. So I'll just let it sit for 24 hours. You probably don't have to because the coats were so thin. They pretty much dried in between. It's pretty much dry to the touch right now, but I'm just gonna let it sit. Also, when you are applying this with your t-shirt piece, if you get too much on here, you'll see little bubbles happen. So what you can do is you can wring out your little t-shirt piece onto another canvas and then come back and go over those bubbles again, just to get the extra that you have on here. And you'll want to look to see if you have any ridges of excess varnish in between. You don't want to leave a big puddle as you're wiping. You want to make sure you get it all, and you don't want to leave a big puddle. So I'm going to bring you down. Sorry for my hand. I'm going to bring you down so you can see it. Alright, so There's quite a pretty good reflection you guys can see on that. And you can see, I'm going to give you a close up here, you can see that there are no brush marks, no lines of the strokes. All you see is the canvas. And an amazing shine. As you can see the reflection of my tripod there, you can see it. It's just beautiful. Alright, well that's it for this video. We'll see you guys again later. Bye! Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.